DreamWorks Animations' 6th ever feature film, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron, which came out on May 24, 2002, is directed by Kelly Asbury and Lorna Cook, and that stars Matt Damon, Daniel Studi, and James Cromwell. Okay, so this movie has just started, and so far we are seeing the birth of our titular Mustang character, Spirit. Alright. Oh dear! Spirit just licked his tongue on an icicle, and then it stuck on it for a moment. That must have been painful for even a Mustang horse like him to have to deal with. Spirit has now grown up, and is now played by Matt Damon in inner dialogue. That's pretty interesting. Oh my goodness! Spirit just got captured by some humans. That's unfortunate for him. That's probably because his wild nature caught up with him. Could I be right about that? The humans are now trying to make Spirit into one of their domestic horses. Of course, that sure isn't going well for them. Now Spirit has just met up with a Native American named Little Creek, who is played by Daniel Studi. The Colonel, the leader of the human cavalry of soldiers that took Spirit in, played by James Cromwell, just had a hard time riding on Spirit. No wonder the humans can't understand that Spirit is not really one of their domestic horses and is really a wild Mustang horse. Looks like Spirit is becoming good friends with Little Creek. I would assume that is probably because Spirit is more used to seeing Native American people in his land. Am I right? Spirit has now met a mare named Rain. He must be already smitten by her, I bet. Too bad their necks are tied together by a rope. Spirit and Rain are clearly now enjoying each other's company. It must be at least nice for them, even though there are some rocky sides to it. Well, at least Spirit and Rain are both set free and no longer have their necks tied together. That's a relief for them. Ooh, the humans are now forcing Spirit and the other horses to work on the Transcontinental Railroad. That is very harsh treatment for them, for sure. Well, Spirit broke free of the chains and set the other horses free from them in the process. Good for him to try to get his points about animal rights across to the humans. Look at that! Little Creek and Spirit just made a giant leap across a gorge. That was pretty rad to look at. As we get closer to the end of this movie, Spirit and Rain are now for sure being finally set free to where they really belong, and Little Creek is also bidding farewell to them. Overall, Spirit, Stallion of the Cimarron is an intense animated horse story, but also otherwise overall a likable film. Join me next time when I review Spider-Man Homecoming. I'm James Flick, your one and only movie reviewing secret agent out there.